Good morning, students. Welcome once again to our online classes. This is Kailash sir. Today we will start our supplementary in English. We have almost completed grammar topics by me and Anubha ma'am. Also, I have taught you some grammar topics. Whichever are remaining, that will be taught afterwards. Let us start with the lessons now. Today we are going to start the supplementary which I am going to take. The first lesson in this is The Lost Child by Mukul Raj Anand. The lost child. A child can be easily lost, but which places he can be lost? Generally, we can say at crowded places, in fairs, etc. So, this is a story where a child gets lost in a fair. Have you gone to fair? Many times you will say you have gone to fair. But the question is, were you lost sometimes? This is a question. Might be someone might have been lost. What happens in a fair? There is so much crowd easily. So many stalls are there, rides are there, beautiful shops, decorations are there, so many events are there. So a child can be attracted and he can be left out from the parents, or he can go away from the parents, he can remain where he is. In this way he can get lost. Let us start our lesson for today. The lost child. A child goes to a fair with his parents. He is happy and excited and wants the sweets and toys displayed there. But his parents don't buy them for him. Why then does he refuse when someone else offers them to him? In this introduction, you can see a child is going to a fair with his parents. He is happy and excited as every child is, wants the sweets and toys displayed there as it is an attraction. But his parents don't buy them for him. Parents cannot buy everything for a child, but still he or she insists. Why then does he refuse when someone else offers them to him? So, in this story, when we'll read further, someone else is offering him the toys and sweets, but he is not accepting them. Why then? Let us go and read the story. It was the festival of spring. Spring, this is one of the seasons. It comes in winter season. You know, Vasant Rutu we call it in Gujarati or Hindi, when new leaves and everything blossoms in the trees and plants. By the way, you can know the seasons are summer, then monsoon, then winter. These are the main seasons. But in winter, there is also autumn and spring. So, in all, there are 5 seasons. From the wintry shades, now as it is winters, the wintry shades, clouds may be there, sun rays are not falling properly. So, shades are there of narrow lanes and alleys emerged a gaily clad humanity from the darkness, or we can say shades, narrow lanes, gadiyo we can say, and alleys. ગળી ખાંચા ઘરો જે હોય જ્યાં સોસાયટી હોય ત્યાં નાના નાના રસ્તા બનેલા હોય, એલિસ કહેવાય ને. ઇમર્જ અ ગેલી ક્લેડ હ્યુમિનિટી. ઇમર્જ મીન્સ બહાર આવે છે, દે કમ આઉટ. અ ગેલ means we can say happily. It is very happy, the crowd is very happy, people are very happy. Clad means dressed, we can say they are dressed nicely because they are going to a fair. Humanity here means people. Some walked, some rode on horses, others sat, being carried in bamboo and bullock carts. ઘણા બધા ચાલે છે, ઘણા બધા ઘોડેસવારી કરીને જાય છે. Some are sitting, some are carried in bamboo and bullock carts. Bullock carts, which are you can see, bullock carts are generally on either sides there are bamboo sticks, so it is covered the back side of the cart. One little boy ran between his father's legs, brimming over with life and laughter. A small child, he is running between his father's legs. He is so small that he can go around between the legs of his father's. Brimming, here brimming means overflowing. A very young child we can say. So he is very excited about everything. So overflowing with joy, with life and laughter, full of life and full of laughter. This is how a small child's life is. I think you have understood till now. You can see the picture here, given image, the boy, the child, the mother and father, the fair, the stalls, the crowd, many things you can see, the rides and everything. We'll continue now. This is now next page. It is page number 2 of your textbook. Come, child, come, called his parents as he lagged behind, fascinated by the toys in the shops that lined the way. Please see that punctuations are very necessary. You are doing exercises on punctuations, I think, but while reading, punctuations are very important. Comma, a little pause, full stop, stop we can say is there. Question mark should be read as question, exclamation should be read as exclamation. These things you have to keep in mind. Come, child, come. Parents are calling because he is going back and back or staying back again and again. So parents are calling, come, child, come. As he lagged behind, he is looking on the street, the shops and everything. So he is staying back. Parents are moving ahead, but he is staying back. So lagged means stayed back. Fascinated by the toys in the shops that lined the way. Lined the way means in the line. The shops are there in the street. He is looking into them. He hurried towards his parents. As the parents call him, he runs towards them, his feet obedient to their call. Every time, whenever the parents call, every child obeys. He also obeys and runs towards them, his eyes still lingering on the receding toys. But eyes, as we see, attraction is there. The eyes are still on the toys. He is running. The toy shops are going back. Receding means going back, as he is running forward to his mother and father. But his eyes are still fixed on the toys which are going back. As he came to where they had stopped to wait for him, he could not suppress the desire of his heart, even though he well knew the old cold stare of refusal in their eyes. As he comes towards his parents where they were waiting for him, he could not suppress the desire. Means, whatever his wish is there, he speaks out to his parents, even though he well knew the old cold stare of refusal in their eyes. Means, he knew already, because they are his parents. He knows the parents won't get him the toys, won't buy the toys for him, as many times he has faced this situation. So old cold stare means the parents, they are looking strictly towards him, staring at him. I want that toy, he pleaded. He requested many times, pleaded, I want that toy. He is attracted towards a toy. He wants to purchase it. He wants his parents to buy it for him. His father looked at him red eyed. His father looks at him red eyed. Here the eyes are not red, but we can say angrily. In his familiar tyrants, an oppressive ruler, we can say a king who likes to control the public in a tyrant way, we can say cruel way. His mother, melted by the free spirit of the day, was tender and giving him her finger to hold, said, look, child, what is before you? Father is cruel, harsh, that is, we can say the nature of a father, every father. But mother, as you can see, Ma, we can say soft hearted, naram dil hota hai, melted by the free spirit of the day. Free spirit, as they are going to a fair, they are taking it very lightly, was tender, soft, and giving him her finger to hold, as a mother or a parent gives finger to hold and takes the child with him or her. She says, look, child, what is before you? She tells the child, See what is before him. It was a flowering mustard field. When the child saw, he saw that it was a flowering, means blossoming mustard field. Mustard we say rye, sarso. But khet, field means khet. So field is there, ખેતર છે જેમાં રાઈ અથવા સરસો ઉગી રહ્યા છે, ફ્લાવરિંગ થઈ રહ્યા છે. Pale like melting gold as it swept across miles and miles of even land. As we see sarso, it is a color is yellow, so it looks like melting gold. The field is looking like melting gold. Everywhere gold is there, melted gold. It swept across miles and miles of even land, and nothing else is seen till the sight is there, or we can see miles and miles only that mustard fields are seen. So it is described like that. A group of dragonflies were bustling about on their gaudy purple wings, intercepting the flight of a lone black bee or butterfly in search of sweetness from the flowers. Dragonflies, tid, you can say, is just like a grasshopper, were bustling about on their gaudy purple wings. Bustling, you can see, it is like we can say moving actively, very active, because the field is full. And gaudy means showy. Purple wings, it looks very beautiful. This dragonflies intercepting the flight of a lone black bee or butterfly. Some butterflies or black bees are there, but dragonflies are many, so they are intercepting the way or the path of the black bee or butterfly in search of sweetness from the flowers. They also want to suck the nectar, as we say, from the flowers, the sweetness from the flowers. The child followed them in the air with his gaze. Child is attracted toward them, and he follows them, goes after them, till one of them would still its wings and rest. You see the dragonflies, they still their wings in the air and they rest. And he would try to catch it. When it is resting, the child would try to catch it, but it would go fluttering, flapping up into the air when he had almost caught it in his hands. Someone might have seen this or experienced this when you catch, or you are going after a dragonfly, butterfly. Mostly many children might have gone to catch a butterfly. It is sitting there. Whenever you go near it, it suddenly goes fluttering and flapping up into the air. You are, as soon as you are going to catch it, it flies away, fluttering and flapping its wings. When he had almost caught it in his hands, it seems that you have almost caught it, but it goes away from there. Then his mother gave a cautionary call. Cautionary means precautionary call. Come, child, come on to the footpath. She again calls him and tells him to come on the footpath. Footpath, on the sides of the road, footpath is made to walk safely, so that traffic is not troubled in between. He ran towards his parents gaily and walked abreast of them for a while. He he is with his parents, happy, and walking abreast of them for a while. Abreast of them means side by side of them for a while. Being, however, soon left behind, but attraction in the way soon leaves him behind, or again he is lagging behind, attracted by little insects and worms along the footpath that were teeming out from their hiding places to enjoy the sunshine. In winter everybody likes warm sunshine. So as we go out from our houses or sit in the balconies, on terrace, the animals and birds and insects also, they also feel the winter, so they also enjoy the sunshine. So from the holes and everywhere, worms and insects, those who are hiding in, they come out for the sunshine to enjoy them. Swarming, teeming means, swarming means in good quantity, in crowd we can say. Come, child, come, his parents called from the shade of a grove where they had seated themselves on the edge of a well. He ran towards them. Again, as he is lagging behind, parents call him to come with them. From the shade of a grove, grove means it is a group of trees or bushes, we can say, which grow together, where they had seated themselves. For a shelter, for shade, they are sitting there on the edge of a well. The parents are sitting on the edge of a well. He ran towards them. He goes towards them. A shower of young flowers fell upon the child as he entered the grove. You can see spring is there, autumn is going to end. So flower, the petals, we can say, if you have studied or observed the petals, the leaves, we can say, petals means the petals of the flowers, they break up, they fall apart from the flower, so they are coming down just like drizzle, they are falling on him. And forgetting his parents, he began to gather the raining petals in his hands. He tries to collect the petals in his hands, but lo, he heard the cooing of doves and ran towards his parents, shouting, "The dove! The dove!" The raining petals dropped from his forgotten hands. He had collected petals. Now see, as he hears the sound of doves, he is attracted towards them. So he forgets the petals which he has collected and runs towards his parents, shouting, "The dove! The dove!" And the petals fall from his hand. Like this, we can see the child, he changes his decisions. He is attracted to many things one by one. He forgets the old and is attracted towards the new. "Come, child, come," they called to the child, who had now gone running in wild capers round the banyan tree, and gathering him up, they took the narrow, winding footpath which led to the fair through the mustard fields. Again, they are calling him to come with them and move along, who had now gone running in wild capers. Now the child has gone away in wild capers. Capers, you can see, they are shrubs or flower buds to flavor food, just like it is used for food taste, we can say, round the banyan tree, and they have grown round the banyan tree. What is a banyan tree? What vruksh we say? It is very, we can say, broad. Its area, it is spread out. Banyan tree. What vruksh we can say? Banyan tree, you know this name, how they got it. When the foreigners they saw in India, when there were no shops in olden times, there was trade. The village shopkeepers used to come and held a fair to sell the things, but they used to sit under a banyan tree because it is a vast spread, so they can comfortably, we can say, install the shop under the banyan tree and do the trade. So from there, banya means a shopkeeper or a trader. From there, this might have got its name, banyan tree. And gathering up, they took the narrow winding path. They saw the child, took him with them, and winding path, footpath. And again they go to the footpath which led to the fair through the mustard fields. Now they move on towards the fair from the mustard fields. This is over the page number 2. Now we will go to page number 3. As they neared the village, the child could see many other footpaths full of throngs. Now when they are out of the village, now through the fields, they can see many people, many groups thronging, means crowd is there, full of people converging to the whirlpool of the fair. Converging means a meeting point. Where are they heading to? We can say towards the fair. So that fair is the converging or meeting point. To the whirlpool. Whirlpools means from everywhere, all four directions, the crowd is gathering there. So it is a whirlpool like, and felt at once repelled and fascinated by the confusion of the world he was entering. He saw so many people. This he was forced back and fascinated by the confusion. He is confused why these all people are going, where they are going, and the which world he is going to enter where so many people will be there. A sweet meat seller hogged. Sweet meat seller. Sweet seller we can say hogged. Hogged means he is yelling, he is shouting, because every shopkeeper shouts about his products that people may purchase. Gulab jamun, rasgulla, burfi, jalebi at the corner of the entrance, and a crowd pressed round his counter at the foot of an architecture of many colored sweets decorated with leaves of silver and gold. If you have gone to a sweet seller shop, you can see different types of sweets are there, as mentioned above. Many more are there, but they are all decorated, some golden, some silver. These days it is a fashion, decoration is there on everything. On sweets also coloring is there, silver or gold petals are there, many things are there for the decoration. So people, it is at the corner of the entrance of the fair. So people, the first shop it is, people gather around it because they have come walking, they want to have some sweet and then enter the fair. At the foot of an architecture of many colored sweets, they are displayed uh, ahead of the shop or in front of the shop, decorated with leaves of silver and gold. The child is also attracted now. Child stared open eyed and his mouth watered for the burfi that was his favorite sweet. Burfi is his favorite sweet. Among them, burfi is also there. So his mouth starts watering. મોંમાં પાણી આવી જાય. આવી રીતે આપણે કોઈ પણ વસ્તુ જોઈએ ખાવા પીવાની, એમ ખાસ કરીને મીઠાઈ હોય તો વધારે આપણે લલચાઈએ એની તરફ, એ રીતે એ છોકરો પણ લલચાય છે. હી સ્લોલી મરમડ. મરમડ એટલે ધીમેથી હળવેથી પોતાને કહે છે. બટ હી આઈ વોન્ટ ધેટ બર્ફી, એવું એ કહે છે. પોતાના જ્યારે કોઈ મનમાં કહેતો હોય, કોઈને ના સંભળાય એ રીતે કહેતો હોય. બટ હી હાફ ન્યૂ એઝ હી બેગ that his plea would not be heeded because his parents would say he was greedy. એને ખબર છે કે મા બાપ જેમ પહેલાં પણ એની આ દલીલ હતી કે એની રિક્વેસ્ટ હતી, આજીજી કરે છે કે મને અપાવો, પણ એને પહેલેથી ખબર છે કે એની વાતો ઉપર ધ્યાન, હીડેડ એટલે એની વાતો ઉપર ધ્યાન આપવામાં આવે નહીં, અને એને કહેશે કે તું લાલચી છે એમ કરીને એની વાત ફગાવી દેશે, વાત ટાળી દેશે. સો વિદાઉટ વેઇટિંગ ફોર એન આન્સર હી મૂવડ ઓન. તો એની ઈચ્છા મનમાં જ રહી જાય છે અને જોરથી કહેતો જ નથી, પોતાની ઈચ્છા મનમાં રાખીને દબાવીને એ પોતાના મા બાપ સાથે આગળ વધી જાય છે. When they move forward, a flower seller hogged. A flower seller is there. Hawking means he is also shouting to sell his things. A garland of gulmohar. A garland of gulmohar. Gulmohar ફૂલ, એની માળા. ગાર્લેન્ડ એટલે માળા. માળા લઈ લો, ગુલમોહરની માળા લઈ લો. વેણી, માળા એવું બધું હોતું હોય છે જે સ્ત્રીઓ પોતાના માથામાં લગાવતી હોય છે. The child seemed irresistibly drawn. Irresistibly એટલે એ પોતાને રોકી શકતો નથી અને એની તરફ ખીંચાઈ જાય છે. He went towards the basket where the flowers lay heaped and half murmured. ટોકરીઓમાં ફૂલ મૂકેલા હોય છે, ઢગલો હોય છે એમનો, ત્યાં બાજુ જાય છે અને ધીરેથી મમરાવે, પોતે મરમર કરે છે એટલે કે ધીરેથી કહે છે, આઈ વોન્ટ ધેટ ગાર્લેન્ડ, મને પેલી માળા જોઈએ છે. બટ he well knew his parents would refuse to buy him those flowers because they would say that they were cheap. So without waiting for an answer he moved on. હવે એને ખબર છે કે મા બાપ આ લઈ આપવાના નથી અને એવું કહેશે કે એ સારા નથી, સસ્તા છે, બહુ સારા નથી એમ કહીને એની વાત ટાળી દેશે. તો હવે એમના જવાબની રાહ જોયા વગર, વિધાઉટ વેઇટિંગ ફોર એન આન્સર હી મૂવડ ઓન, તે આગળ વધી જાય છે. સો યુ કેન સી હાઉ ધ boy is getting attracted time and again, but he is not fully telling his mother and father because he knows already that father and mother, the parents, are not going to buy him that. They will never buy him that. He knows from the past. A man stood holding a pole with yellow, red, green and purple balloons flying from it. You can see balloon sellers also everywhere where children are there. You might have gone for dining or fair or where crowd is there, balloon sellers are always there. Different colored balloons, as you can see, yellow, red, green, purple, many more are there. He is standing there. Child was simply carried away by the rainbow glory of their silken colors, and he was filled with an overwhelming desire to possess them all. They are so attractive, shiny, and they are full of rainbow colors. Many colors are there. So he is immediately attracted and overexcited. He is wishing to possess them all, that he should have all that balloons. But he well knew his parents would never buy him the balloons, because they would say he was too old to play with such toys. So he walked on farther. Now, as you have seen till now, he is having wish, desire, but he is not able to tell the parents. And even if he tells his parents, he knows that they will deny them. And now, balloons, they are for the small children, but he is not that small. He was too old to play, too old to play. He was so old that he cannot play with such toys. They are for the smaller children. Too old to, this TOO2 and 2, this is used in a negative sentence. He was so old that he should not play, or he cannot play with such toys. Like that it means. We will learn this in grammar, this to and to usage. So he walked on farther. So he goes on farther. So today we will stop here. Please listen this lesson carefully. Write down the hard words or meanings, and question and answers after the lesson is completed. I will give you homework. Thank you.